How's it going out there, American truckers? Hope all of y'all are doing safe, or being safe, and staying out of trouble, staying warm. I'm up here in Denver, Colorado. It is 6 degrees out. Running these Walmart loads, and I delivered at Walmart, so I'm gonna park here for the night because the roads are pretty slick. Now I'm empty, so I don't want to get out there on it empty. I got to run back up to North Platte, Nebraska. I'll just do that in the morning once it gets daylight, and let these road crews get to working on these roads. I want to talk about something. Talk about something that's a little bit controversial between the old school drivers and the new school drivers and all of that, you know. Paper logs versus e-logs. If I can keep from falling down here. Honestly, I prefer e-logs. You know, I've been out here a lot of years, and oh shit. And I ran in the days of paper logs. But I still prefer e-logs. You know, I know some of y'all out there are probably like, what the hell? Hey, there's that lottery ticket I lost. Huh. Oh, there's your hammer, James. You gotta carry tools. But anyway, just looking to see if I had any more anti-gel in here, but I don't. I thought I had another can, but I don't. Anyway, I prefer e-logs over paper logs, and I'm gonna tell you why. Whew, back in here when it's warm. The reason I prefer e-logs over paper logs is because, well, I don't run illegal. That e-log right there, it's got the same amount of hours as paper logs does. The guys that prefer paper logs, they tend to run illegal a lot, and I'm way past those days. I've been there and done that. I don't like the risk. It's not worth going to prison for. And I enjoy my sleep, you know. And I make good money, you know, and the way I feel about it is, if you have to run paper logs in order to make the money you need to survive, then you might be working for the wrong outfit, you know. Finding another outfit might be a better idea, you know. But cut this light off. But either way, you got the same amount of hours, paper logs or e-logs. Paper logs are more work. You got to write your load down, you got to write your trailer down, you got to write, you got to keep track to when you stopped, to when you started. It's just tagging your locations, putting in your cities. You know, back in the old days, we used to holler over the radio, what town is this? You know, and that's guys were filling out their paper logs. You don't have to do that anymore. You still got to input the trailer, but the rest of it, that e-log keeps up with. It does it on its own, you know. It takes a lot of thinking out of it. Now, the e-log does require more trip planning, whereas paper logs, you could pretty much just run by the seat of your pants. Paper logs, if you got somewhere and there wasn't anywhere to park, well, you just alter your log or throw that sheet out and start over, change it all up, make it fit, so you could get enough time on it to make it down to somewhere else to park. Used to do that all the time. Where with e-logs, you can't do that. You know, so you have to trip plan when it comes to e-logs. In order to be successful, you need to trip plan. But I know that's a little bit controversial, and I know some of the old school drivers will disagree with me. you know, and that's fine. You know, what makes us great is that we all don't think exactly the same. You know, that's how I feel about it. Maybe someone can change my mind in the comments, who knows. You know, but the other thing I was going to talk about is recaps and recaps or chasing hours, which is the same thing, or doing restarts. I prefer to do a restart, and I know this too will probably be different from driver to driver, you know, and if you're a new driver out there, you'll have to find your niche and what works best for you. You know, restarts work best for me, and I'll tell you why they work best for me. One, I like to get out of the truck and go do things. You know, I've been fly fishing in Montana. I've played in the desert in Moab. I've seen Niagara Falls, and not through the window of a truck, but actually gotten out and gone and done things. Those things I did on a restart. And I enjoy doing that. Not only that, but a restart gives me a chance to clean my truck up. I'm a smoker, so it gives me a chance to get down in here real good and get all the ashes out, you know, from flicking cigarettes and all that kind of crap, and get my floors real clean and wash clothes. You know, I do all those kinds of things on a restart. Edit these videos, you know, some of them I pre-make, and then when I'm on a restart, I'll sit down and edit them. So I enjoy the restarts. Here's another reason I like restarts. I get more miles. I get more productivity whenever I do a restart. And I know some drivers are probably out there right now thinking, how in the hell does Snapper think he's getting more miles doing a restart? Well, here's why. Let's say I'm doing recaps. Let's say I got 8 hours coming back tomorrow. Alright? And I have 1 hour left over from the day. So I'm gonna have 9 hours tomorrow. Am I gonna be able to run that whole 9 hours? Probably not. I'm gonna have to find a place to park, you know, and that could vary depending on what part of the country I'm in and what time of the day I'm starting and all that kind of stuff. So I'm probably not gonna use that whole 9 hours. I'm probably gonna use 8, 7.5, 8, maybe 8.5 hours of it, depending on the parking situation, right? Every day when you're running recaps is like that. If you don't have a full day coming back, you're going to use a little less than what you used originally. So you get a little less miles than you did originally. You understand where I'm coming from? Whereas whenever I do a restart, well, now for the next 5-6 days, I'm gonna have full hours coming back. You know, so I can run 10.5 every day. I can't do that on restarts. I mean on chasing hours. And that's another reason I prefer not to chase hours. Well, trying out this new head cam, y'all gonna have to let me know what y'all think of it. This is a GoPro 8. I do a bunch of different things on this channel. You know, I do interviews with drivers, and gonna start doing a little bit of this head cam stuff. Now I probably won't be able to film a head cam going down the road, not with the company I work for. I doubt they would allow that. But when I'm parked, you know, I plan on doing a pre-trip, going over one of those, throwing on some chains. And no, I'm not getting out there tonight to throw on chains and demonstrate that. It's 3 degrees outside. I'll wait till a warmer day. Y'all just have to let me know what y'all think of the different things, and when you see me do something that you really like or want to see more of, let me know it in the comments. You know, that way I know more of what you're looking for out here on the road from a driver. Well, I hope everybody's staying safe and staying out of trouble, staying warm, if you are running paper logs, I hope you got the right book out. You know, don't do like old Snapper, man. Years ago, I got pulled over and in a scale house, and I used to, you know, them old bingo daubers. I had a bingo dauber I'd stolen from my ex-wife, and remember, it was purple, and I would daub one of the outside of the books so that I knew which book was which. And when I got inspected, I handed the DOT officer the wrong book. I was so tired and so out of it that I wasn't thinking, and when I got up in the truck and grabbed my logbook, I grabbed the wrong logbook and handed it to the DOT officer. So if you are out there running paper logs, you know, like some of these small carriers still do. I believe the cattle haulers are still on paper. They're exempt from the e-logs, I believe. And I haven't looked into exactly how you get around the e-log situation, but there are a few ways, because I've heard of different drivers and stuff doing that. Oh, cool. They're cleaning the parking lot up. So if you are one of them drivers, be safe. Make sure you give DOT the right logbook when you get pulled in there. Y'all take care. Remember, we are all family out here, even if we are dysfunctional. Even if we do talk smack about each other every now and then, we are all family out here. We're just one big dysfunctional family. And two, I've gotten some messages from some of the new drivers